The association between spirituality, esotericism, performing arts, and martial arts goes back thousands of years in Asia. The Indian epic Mahabharata describes wrestling duels that were fought in the 37th century BCE by great martial artists such as the divine cowherd Krishna, his elder brother Balarama, and the warrior prince Bhima. The Yellow Emperor introduced the earliest Chinese fighting systems to China in the 27th century BC. In ancient Nepal, when Siddhartha Gautama was still a Kshatriya prince, he was trained in martial arts and actually excelled in them. On the southern slopes of the Himalayas and in the Gangetic Plain, the oldest Indian martial arts, such as Malayuddha and Mushti Yuddha, were practiced alongside meditation in monastic schools called akaras. In ancient India, Taoist practitioners devised physical exercises called Daoyin and Qigong, which led to the development of armed martial arts such as Jueli and bare-handed combat known as Shoubo. Meanwhile, other martial arts developed, such as Kane in northeastern India, Siram in Korea, and Bok in Mongolia. On one famous occasion, when a large crowd had gathered around the Buddha, the awakened one held up a lotus flower and did not utter a word. Only his disciple Mahakashyapa telepathically understood the master's teaching. This non-verbal mode of communication became the distinctive characteristic of Dhyàna meditation and Sarvastivada Buddhism, which originated in North India. The first Sarvastivada missionaries arrived in China in about 50 CE. After crossing the Chinese regions of Xinjiang, Qinghai, Gansu, Ningxia, and Shanxi, they arrived in Henan, where they were welcomed by Prince Liu Ying. As a result, Henan became the cradle of Sarvastivada Buddhism in China. In 67 CE, Liu Ying's half-brother, Emperor Ming, invited Indian monks Kashyapa Matanga and Dharmaratna to Henan and built the White Horse Temple. The temple's name references the white horse breed most common in ancient North India, related to Siddhartha Gautama's own white steed named Kantaka. Anshagao and Lokakshema were two Indo-Aryan travelers who first introduced Dhyāna Sutras to China in the 2nd century CE. By the year 180, Chinese Dr. Hua Tuo had risen to fame for his abilities in acupuncture, moxibustion, and herbal medicine. By combining elements of Buddhist wisdom and Taoist alchemy, he specialized in anesthetics, which he used in general surgery. He also developed Wu Qingxi, a martial art based on the movements of 5 animals. In 4th century China, Sarvastivada Buddhism was renamed Chanzong, meaning Dhyāna school. It soon reached Korea, where Chanzong was pronounced Sanzhong. In 495 CE, Shaolin Temple was built in Henan to accommodate the revered Indian monk Buddha Bhadra. At the same time, the nearby dragon grottos were being carved. Upon completion, they would house as many as 100,000 statues, ranging from 1 inch to 57 feet in height. An Indian mystic named Bodhidharma arrived in Henan in 527 CE and modeled Shaolin Monastery after the traditional North Indian akaras. In the mid-6th century, Korean Buddhists spread Chan teachings to Japan, where the name morphed to Zenshu. Meanwhile, Chinese martial artists taught Shaolin Kung Fu in Taiwan and Okinawa, where most Japanese martial arts were initially developed. Chinese monk Xuanzang was born in Henan in 602. When he was 27, he began his journey along the Silk Road in search of the origins of Buddhism. He studied at Nalanda University in Bihar, India, and returned home at age 43 with countless Sanskrit texts. His travelogue also mentions Chan meditation and ancient martial arts. Chan Buddhism has developed parallel practices such as calligraphy, rock gardens, short poems known as Paiju, and cryptic questions and statements called Gong'an.